episode number 2 of Lion Poker TV. Kicking off season 7, we're going to have an interview with the commissioner. You may know him. I think I know him pretty well. We're also going to look back on match number 1 of the brand new campaign. And we have a special preview for you for things to come this fall. So let's start. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. My interview with the commissioner of your club. We are here with Lion Poker Club Commissioner Trey Oswald. And Trey, let's start by getting some perspective on how you feel Season 7 is shaping up. Well, I feel the club is constantly in a state of reflection. We look back upon seasons past and try to make the best decisions we can to move forward. I feel like we've succeeded in doing that every season, and I don't see why this off-season has proven that it's not always easy to be in your position. Can you give some perspective as to what you were faced with, how you handled it, and how the club moves on from there? In many respects, the off-season was uncomfortable. There were certain circumstances that occurred which led to some difficult decisions. We had a few players step away for various reasons. And we had one situation that we had to deal with that was dealt with, and at this point we're just really trying to move on. But, as I've told the conclave, the members of the conclave, this is a job that's not always going to be glamorous. There are going to be burdens attached to it, and I would imagine that we all have a different perspective on what goes into being part of the conclave, and some of the decisions that have to be made are not always going to be fun and easy. So we did what we felt was the right thing to do, and we're moving forward, and I think we're all satisfied. Started off last Thursday night. The reviews were pretty high. The members felt that it was a good time, that the poker was solid. Your reflection. I think the prospects for Season 7 are very high. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that we have some dynamic parts in place. You look at the players that are returning, all incredibly good poker players. You have a crop of some of the newer players that are really starting to show some promise. Timmy, Guy stand out in my mind because I think we've nurtured these guys now for a couple of years, and they're learning more and more about the game, and I think they're bringing their skill set to Thursday nights, and they've proven that they can play this game, and they have become an excellent attribute to what we have here. Increasing the chip stacks was important, and I think it really helps to elevate all of our games. We're going to see some changes after the breaks with antes coming right in round 6, and that's going to drive some of the action. But the way that this season is set up, you're not going to get crushed if you gamble a little bit early on. You're going to be able to see it through a little bit and play and get into some hands. And if you get beat up, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be knocked out. I think we're finally getting it. Joe likes to say that I think we've got it, and I'm more of the type of person that's going to say, well, we never really have it, but we were really darn close. And opening night was sensational. There was just an energetic vibe that just seeped through this very room, and everybody that was here was positive, and the poker was excellent. You know, two new players, Bob Doherty and Kyle Ham, who I think are going to not only add value at the felt, but they're going to be bringing a fantastic personality to this room. So I'm very happy to have them. So I'm really pleased with the beginning, with the start of the season, and I'm looking forward to a very competitive year. Now, let's take a quick look at what happened on Thursday night.
Thank you very much. As you can see, Season 7 is off and running with 7.01 match in the book. Cody has accomplished his second straight season opening victory, good enough for 26 points and overall lead very early in the season. He, along with Trey and Joe C, garnered 4 hits on the night, all good for top points on opening night of Season 7. And although Kim took the runner-up on the evening, she did not take a hit, and therefore she had 4th best points. All is okay, though, in Dawsonland, as both Kim and Steve took top 5. The defending champion, Steve, was in 5th with 13 points, 2 hits on the evening. The Mardi Gras King himself, Guy, finished good at the 6th place, 8 points in the bag, and Josh went home with 7th place, good enough for 6 points. The 2 rookies were knocked out by Steve. Kyle went out first on the night in 15th, while Bob Doherty took 10th, reaching the final table in his first ever TNPC match. We look forward to looking at this again after 7.02. Until then, have a great time, enjoy your poker, and we'll see you back here with a recap of the next match.
As I mentioned, we have some fantastic events lined up this season, and it all kicks off with a very unique one. Take a look. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be here all season. We're going to have some unique twists and turns for you. It's not always going to be me hosting. So be watching, have fun with it, and stay tuned because we're going to have some great things in store for you as this season unfolds. Once again, match 7.01 in the books. Cody Donchez, you are the winner once again to kick off a season, so congratulations to you as well. And let's get this baby rocking. We'll see you again in a couple weeks. Take care.